If you are brand new to Pilates, then this is a great place to start. I'm Claire, and I've been teaching Pilates for about 30 years, so I just want to assure you, you are in good hands. Joining me today is Lee McLaughlin, and we will be going through just the best way to make good habits, which is what you want to do when you're brand new. I'm holding these pillows because you might need a neck pillow, and I'm going to show you how to know that in just a moment. You do need a comfortable, cushiony mat. A thin yoga mat might need a double or a triple to make it squishy enough to protect your spine. So we're going to get going. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to come around onto your back and just lie flat with your knees bent. And then, to know whether you need a pillow or not, if your chin is jutting up, can you just show that? Push your chin up, and it's hard for you to get your head all the way flat, then you're going to use a pillow under your neck or head to make that a little bit more comfortable for yourself until such a time where you don't need it anymore and the back of your head lands low on your skull. Okay? So we're going to keep you in the center of your mat. Your knees are bent, and we just let the spine sink into the mat. One of the first things we want to understand that you want to find in your body is your powerhouse. And you can think of your powerhouse as a 4-inch band that wraps around the core of your body. And we want to learn and practice to move with a nice, strong, tight core, like it's squeezing all together so you can stretch long and out of it. It gives you the strength from the inside out, and that's one of the gifts of Pilates. So we're going to begin with some of the skills that make up the bigger movements that we'll do shortly. So we're going to start by just drawing the abdominal muscles in. And now, holding the abdominal muscles in, try to make sure that you're not tucking your pubic bone high. You want to relax that down. So come down a little bit more here, a little bit more. Yeah, so that you have a long and flat front of the body. Now take a deep breath in and breathe into the sides of your ribs, into the backs of your ribs, and into your chest. And then exhale your air completely, compressing the air out of your body. And we'll do that again. Take a deep breath in, and you breathe into the sides, into the front, into the back, and then you squeeze the air out like you're compressing an accordion. And then again, breathing in, and then breathing out. And now breathe naturally, holding the length of the spine in your mat, and reach your arms up to the ceiling and reach them behind you about the height of your face without letting your back arch. So you're reaching back, and then you bring them forward and down. And we're going to do that a few times. So go up, breathing in, holding this down, and then exhale, coming forward and lower. Okay, inhale, going up. So just getting the feel of it. It's important to move and not move too slow. Slow brings tension. We want to bring life to our body. You know, Joe Pilates wrote a book called Return to Life, showing all of these exercises, and then stop there. Anchor your palms and your shoulders into the mat so you don't wind up being all hunched up, okay? Flatten out your belly, and then raise your right knee up, and just hold it so it's right over your hip, and then go ahead and put it down and raise the left knee up. That's it, and bring it down and alternate right and down and left, and keep going in that pattern while you're bringing all of your attention to staying stable in the pelvis and flat in the pelvis. That's it. There you are. Now we'll take your right knee up, then your left knee up. Oh boy, that gets harder. Then your right knee down, and then your left. And then we'll go the opposite way. Bring your left. Now hold on tight. Take your right. Lower the left. Lower the right. Now both legs up, Whoa, that's hard. Hold your back steady and lower them down. And let's try it again. And lift them up to my hand. Knees into here and tap your toes. And one more time. And up and come down. And now you take a small mini little rest. And we'll stretch out your neck. So take your hands behind your head. Bring your chin to your chest and just curl up. And bring the weight of your head right over the ribs and stretch. Wow, she makes it look very easy. I know if you're doing this, I know it's a little stiffer, but hold, eyes gazing in the abdominals, and you're breathing, and hold, and breathe, and hold, and breathe, and hold, and lower yourself down. So we're learning how to lift the weight of the head, which weighs about as much as a bowling ball. Think about that for a minute. And you're putting all that weight into your abdominals, holding that with your abdominals, not these tiny little neck muscles, okay? So curl the chin to your chest and you're curling up again. Now this time, reach your arms forward, but maintain that shape. And pump your arms up and down about 6 to 8 inches and breathe in for 5. And breathe out for 5. This is the beginning of the 100, but we're only going to take 3 breaths. Inhale, hold yourself up. Exhale, use your abdominals, stay with it. Inhale and exhale. Pause and put yourself down nice and easy. The way you get out of it is as important as how you get into it. We're going to build up to 10 full breaths so you get 100. That's our goal someday. Come to a seated position. The next exercise is called the roll back, and it helps us get better for the roll up. So just sit and you're going to hold the backs of your legs, lift your spine, and then start to roll back. Just lean back and put the lower back, the back of your waistband towards the mat. Stop and bring yourself all the way up again. Lift your back up, come all the way tall, as much as you can. Now roll back, try to lead from the lower back. And then the rest of you curls. And then bring it right up and sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up. And curl back again. Roll the hips under. We're trying to get the hips under. And you roll and bring it up and up and up and up and up. Now reach the arms forward in front of you. Lift tall and roll back again without your arms. So trying to get the lowest part of your back down and bring it up and up and up and up. And again, roll, reach the arms. You want to feel as though somebody's pulling them and you're pulling away, and bring it up and up and up and up. And we go back deeper, deeper. And this time, roll yourself all the way down to finish. Ooh, okay, nice work. The next exercise is the one leg circle. We're going to keep your knees bent and take your right leg and just bring it up to the ceiling and hold the back of your leg and let it stretch. You can keep your knees a little bent as you need to. Okay, so just give it a little stretch. Okay. Now bring 2 hands next to you and anchor your pelvis and your back into the mat. And we'll make a circle. So we're going to circle the leg across your body and around, only as wide as your other shoulder, and then exactly in the center where your nose and navel are. So we go in, circle, up. Nice and tight, meaning that you're not going wide, you're not going low, you're just challenging, holding the pelvis stable. Stable is different from still, by the way. So in, around, and up. Now we go the other way. So keep it stable so you can move. Using the muscles of your abdominals, using your hands to help, using your standing leg to help. And up and around. And then we finish by bringing your knee in. Don't touch it. Use the strength of your abdominals to place it down with control. And then take the other leg up. And you give it a gentle pull. Okay, and you want both inner legs to be in the midline of the body. That's a big helper. And then press your palms, your shoulders, your hips into the mat, and you're going to go across. And then you make your circle and you bring it back in line with your nose and your navel. 2 and around. 3. It's a reaching leg, and it's a long reach all the way out from the hips. And around and up and around. Hang in there. We have the other way. If your thigh feels like it's tightening up on you, just bend your knee a little. 2 and around. Not too wide, but it goes all the way over. And in and around, out and around. Now bend your knee in and place your leg down nice and easy. And then with control, come up to a seated position. As you come up to a seated position, I just wanted to let you know that I teach live classes at pilatesavatar.com. And you're more than welcome to join us. Try us for a free week trial. If you need to rock up or roll to your side to get up, that's okay too. And we're going to just balance. So you're going to balance on your bottom and bring your knees in and stretch your back and bring your head between your knees and your feet off the mat and stretch yourself and balance. And stay in a tight little ball and balance and bring your chest over your thighs a little bit more. Hold. That takes a lot. She makes it look very easy. Don't be surprised if you fall backwards, okay? Just stay together nice and tight. And then bring your feet to the mat and remain seated and straighten your legs. And the next exercise is called the one leg stretch. It's the first of our abdominal series. And it's a little tricky. So we're going to take your right knee in and bring your right hand to your right ankle, your left hand to your knee. And we're going to just practice this hand change so that we know it, so that when we go on our back, we have it. And then you're going to switch and bring your left knee in, your left hand to your left ankle. Change. Outside hand to the ankle. Change. Outside hand to the ankle. And change. And change. And change. And you see? And then take your right knee in and keep it in. And then bring yourself back with control, keeping your head and shoulders up, and the other leg comes up to about this angle here, just in front, higher than your head. And you're going to stretch and pull your belly in, and then we'll switch sides. So think, find your left hand and go, and it reaches out to your ankle, and you stretch. And you change, and you hold yourself as steady as you can through the middle, and you stretch. Don't let that leg get too low, and change. So you're pulling that knee in, and that helps you stay anchored. And you change, and you're pulling, and the other leg is reaching. And we change, and you pull, and you change, and you pull. Now take 2 knees in and relax your head down. And the next one is the double leg stretch. And we're going to do only 5, okay? When your neck is tired, you need to take a rest. It will get stronger, I promise. So we curl up and you use your abdominals to stay in tight. Arms and legs reach out in front of you with your hands coming next to your thighs and press into your thighs. Tighten up your bottom. And then bend your knees in, slide your hands down to your ankles and squeeze and exhale. Legs out, arms press into your sides. And then draw your knees in, slide your hands down and squeeze the air out and stretch your back. We go again, third one. Hold on tight and bring it all the way together and squeeze. In with the air, go out. Hold. We work continuously. Out with the air, come in. You're doing great. Just stay with me. Inhale and reach. Exhale, come in. You rest your head down. One more exercise to go so you can rock up to a seated position. Hang in there and separate your feet about as wide as the mat. If your back is stiff or the back of your legs are stiff, you can bend your knees up a little bit. And then you're going to bring your back as though your back is against a wall. And bring your arms out in front of you and sit up as tall as you can. Draw a deep breath. This is a breathing exercise. And exhale as you round forward, curling over, bringing your waist back and blowing out your air. And then come up and take a fresh breath in. And you stack your vertebra all the way up. And round forward, exhale, go. Inhale, come up. So it's a spine stretch. Sit forward a little and exhale, chin to chest. As she's curling over, she's pulling back and reaching the tail straight down. And she comes all the way up to the top. And then finish and relax. Nice job. Those are the first exercises of the Pilates mat work, of which there are 34. We're going to build onto them. I'm so glad you made it to the end of this workout. You know, this is a safe enough workout that you can do every day. Consistency is the key. Subscribe below and you'll get more content, and join other people like you who are looking for real results. Your body will thank you.